Hello everyone. Today my topic is similarities between Jane Eyre and Netflix series Rebecca. The writer of Jane Eyre, Charlotte Bronte, was an English novelist and poet, the eldest of the three Bronte sisters who survived into adulthood and whose novels became classic of English literature. She en- enlisted in school at Roe Head in January 1831, aged 14 years. And Jane Eyre is a novel by English writer. The novel follows the story of Jane, the narrator of the story, a seemingly plain and simple girl as she battles through his life struggles. Jane has many obstacles in her life: her cruel and abusive Aunt Reed, the grim conditions at Lowood School, her love for Rochester, and Rochester's marriage to Bertha. And if we talk about Rebecca as a Netflix series, in that Rebecca is a 2020s British romantic thriller film directed by Ben Wheatley from a screenplay by Jane Goldman, Sue Shrapnel, and Anna Waterhouse, based on the 1938 novel Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. The film stars Lily James, Amy Hammer, Christine Scott Thomas, Kelly Hose, and Ann Dowd, and Sam Reilly. Rebecca was released in selected theaters on 16 October in 2020 and digitally on Netflix 5 days later. It received mixed reviews from critics who compared the film unfavorably to the 1940s version directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Rebecca, written by romantic novelist Daphne du Maurier, is a novel that has captured the imagination of readers since it was first published in 1938. And I want to play the video of the trailer of Rebecca.
The terrace is for guests only.
Monsieur, the young lady will be joining me. What did you do?
I'm a lady's companion.
Maxim de Winter. His wife died last year and is in dire need of company.
From Monsieur de Winter.
Now you'll see.
This week. I'd like to never forget it.
Come to Manderley. I'm asking you to marry me, you little fool. Mrs. de Winter, may I present Mrs. Danvers?
Welcome to Manderley.
Never seen a house like this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd been a lady's maid.
This is all very new to me.
Oh, I'm sure we won't disappoint him, madam, if that's your concern. We did a lot of entertaining when the late Mrs. de Winter was alive.
You can talk to me about her. I have no secrets from you.
All marriages have their secrets.
Has Max ever talked to you about the accident?
I don't know what you're talking about. How am I supposed to know anything if you don't tell me?
She's still here. Can you feel her?
I'm tossing and turning all night. Rebecca. Bad dream.
She was the love of his life. I wonder what she's thinking about you. Taking her husband, using her name. He doesn't love you.
I said I want the truth.
You didn't know her. Nobody did.
You can't go on living in that big old house with ghost! I don't believe in ghosts.
I hope that you got better idea from this trailer about Rebecca. And what is the similarities between Jane Eyre and Rebecca? And the question, it is based on Jane Eyre. So in that answer, I would say that many critics have noted the similarities between Rebecca and Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, which was published 100 years prior to Du Maurier's novel. Rebecca is not explicitly based on Jane Eyre, but Du Maurier may have been influenced by Bronte's novel. There are certainly similarities between the two novels. Both are written in Gothic Romance styles, as well as both the unnamed narrator of Rebecca and Jane in Jane Eyre have similar voices. They are both anxious and self-deprecating. Even the two male love interests, Rochester and Maxim de Winter, are both brooding and dark characters. So, although not explicitly related, Rebecca has picked up on many of Jane Eyre's tropes. And one review by Rohan Nahar from Hindustan Times. In that review, he said that the new Rebecca, based on his yardstick alone, is a lot like Bayes' Luhrmann's Flamboyant, The Great Gatsby. Although that film captured the spirit of the source material more successfully than most give it credit for, those involved in making Rebecca 2.0 insist that it isn't a remake and but rather a new adaptation of Du Maurier's novel. This is the fashionable thing to say, a convenient clause evoked by everyone from the Coen brothers. It means True Grit to Tim Burton means Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Call it what you want, a reimagining, a reboot, a readaptation. Just don't call it a remake. And another review by Joshua Rivera. He said that the difference between the two Rebeccas remind me of Disney's disappointing remakes of their animated classics. They are, they are movies that strive for visual beauty at the cost of emotional fidelity, relying stories of adventure or romance requires different things in different mediums, and it's impossible to make a one transfer between, say, live action and animation. You can be extremely faithful to a work and still produce something soulless. And here is my references, and thank you very much all.
Just stop presenting.
Yes.
And questions to Bhumika?
Yes, Bhumika. Hello.
Yes, Chandani.
My question is, which points are similar in both Rebecca and this novel that we learn more about it?
Please repeat the question.
Yes. Which point are similar in both novel and Rebecca that we learn more about it?
Okay. There are similarities in characterization, plot, and both the stories' heroines and heroes. Means in Jane Eyre, Jane, and in Rebecca, herself, and in the characterization of heroes of the both the stories, there are De Winter and Rochester, and also similarities between plot and structure also.
Thank you.
Yes. Next question.
Yes, Bhumika. My question to you is that you said that this Rebecca is based on Jane Eyre. So, is it truly based? Do you find any similarity between the characteristics of the protagonist of this film, Netflix series, and the novel Jane Eyre?
Rebecca is not explicitly based on Jane Eyre, but it may happen that Du Maurier may have influenced by Jane Eyre. And as I said that previous answer that some similarities is there, but not all points. All the whole story is based on Jane Eyre.
Rebecca is a novel also.
Yes, sir.
Rebecca is a novel.
Yes,
So
sir.
the Netflix.
From that novel, the the movie in 2020 is takes place in film industry, and after 5 days of that releasing of a movie, the Netflix series is available.
But it is not based on Jane Eyre. The movie is based on the novel, Rebecca novel.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Who is the
But the
writer?
story of that novel is some heroines and heroes characters are some points are similar of
Some
Jane
points
Eyre.
are similar. So between the novel and the novel,
Yes, yes,
both the novels have similarity. No, that also there are.
yes.
Any post-colonial connection is there in that?
Not a post colonial.
Because this paper is post-colonial studies, no? So, because there are millions of things which are commonly found everywhere in the world.
Yes.
So why you take, that is the point, no? That why you take this together. Okay, fine.